I feel that every 3 years there is a churning which happens, and it's around 3 lakh square feet property. It's got around 70 brands, and every inch is leased up to the fourth floor. But there's a cost to it. Like many of the places, like my food court operators were not performing, so I not revamping because they were not making the money, the amount which they would thought coming from Delhi that they would be doing in Delhi. So I asked them to vacate, and I'm running the food court myself. I wanted to bring in a cafe after 2-3 years of experience. I asked many cafes from Delhi to get in. I didn't like the ones who wanted to come, the ones who didn't want to come. Um, so I like them, but so I created my own chain of cafe. I started with my initial one. It's called the Small World Cafe, which is a buzzing place for all the women to hang out. Fourth floor, I had a place for a hair salon. None of the saloon wanted to go to the fourth floor. I put an escalator, everything. I wanted to bring in one of the newer brands, so I got Tony and Guy. We took our franchisee ourselves. So in the 3-year churning, what we have done is added a lot of features into the mall to retain that buzz and to ensure that that excitement remains to attract people keep coming to the mall. At the moment, I'm opening another restaurant, terrace restaurant, which is like one last space which I just created. So we don't really have huge spaces, but every inch is leased, and this is how we're creating that, elevating the experience of people who are coming in. And of course, ground floor brands have there's been a churning. We've asked the non-performing brands to move out, and few of the other brands have come in their place, which have added that value after that 3.5 year cycle. So thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Bipin, and I had a company called Prozone Into. We have a joint venture partnership with UK's largest shopping center developers. They have 20 centers in UK, of which 12 of them feature in the top 25 centers of UK. So they're a very large group. They've been in existence for the last 35 years. They've been leaders in that in the UK, in the shopping center space for almost now 15 years plus. So I think we have a tremendous partnership, and I must say that there's a lot that we have learned from them. One of the key things of what we do is that we only develop shopping centers which are ground plus one. So our centers are all designed on a horizontal format, and the purpose of doing that is we believe that as you go vertically up, there are chances of leakage and footfalls on each level. Plus, I think most brands who've made something out of themselves somehow have this resistance of going on the higher floor. So we've stuck to the model of doing ground plus one. Coming back to, I think, the point that we were discussing is how important is aspects like dining, leisure, as part of any shopping center, and what is the ideal size or mix to have in any center. I think everything coexists. So you can't develop a very large leisure destination only and then say that, look, we'll just keep attracting people. So everything needs to be coexisting. Shopping needs to be also strong for people to keep coming back to you. Food definitely brings people, and I think it's one of what was said earlier. It's it's a sticky area where people generally come and they want to, after shopping, hang around and have something to eat. Multiplex is definitely something that pulls crowd. But in our view, I think there's no set formula of how much percentage of leisure and dining is what you need to have in a mall. I think you need to study your own catchment. You need to understand what is the size of center you're creating. So there's no point of saying that my shopping is weak, but my entertainment and my food is strong. So I think it's extremely critical to balance each aspect of what is the offering to the consumer, and that is what we believe in. And therefore, when we create a center, we try and see that do we have authority in most of the categories that we are present in. So for example, we necessarily, in the mall that we're doing in Coimbatore, we don't have any home. So a lot of people came to us and at least have one shop for home, something to do with home furnishings. I said, if we can't be an authority in that category, there's no point just making a weak offering. From a consumer's point of view, if they come to our center, they must know that we have an authority in a certain category. So even in case of F&B, when we present F&B, we want to make sure that the offering is spread out, the offering is strong, and the offering is enough for someone to say that, when I go there, yes, I do like to sit down there and have my food. Necessarily, do we want to become the best fine dine or best F&B destination? No. I think collectively, between what space we offer for shopping within certain categories, food, and the experience of leisure and entertainment, I think collectively it needs to be make sure that it's packaged well, it's appropriate for the catchment that we're in and the size that we're building. So I don't believe that you can take away the importance of any category from them. So if F&B is important, so is entertainment and leisure, and so is having a strong shopping proposition. So collectively, I think from a full consumer experience, it's important to balance these spaces and make sure that we deliver the experience such that it's compelling for someone to stay there and enjoy those services. So that's my view. Thank you.